better known as Lil Meech. The whole world was being put on notice and blast about Lil Meech. Absolutely. Now, when people see this, they're going to be like, well, what does this mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the purpose? What's actually going on here? I'm here to fill you in because TMZ reported this today and everybody went running wild, and I'm going to give you guys the details that TMZ chose to leave out. Now, big shouts out. Don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. Hit the like button coming through the door because we finna get to this. Absolutely. Thank you. Definitely. For the Cash App, I do appreciate that, bro. I did get it. Cash App for the rest of y'all is Carceno, Karceno. And I should have a super thanks button out there if you want to donate later and you miss it, the live stream. Now, let's get it. This was a promo for the show. They spinning it into that. But here's what's actually happened, right? Now, there's a store where Lil Meech wanted to get a Richard Mille watch that's worth $250,000. Now, he wanted the watch. He went to go get the watch from the store, but he didn't have $250,000. So what he had was an $80,000 watch, a Rolex or whatever watch it was, and he traded the $80,000 watch in. What's up, Queen? I see you. He traded the $80,000 watch in, right? But let me go with what TMZ said. TMZ said he stole a $250,000 Richie Mille watch and got caught, leading to his arrest for grand theft. The 22-year-old actor-rapper, handpicked by 50 Cent to star as his dad, Big Meech, in the Star's BMF series, got booked on 2 counts of first-degree grand theft and a separate count of organized fraud, which means he could face up to 60 years in prison. Now, let me tell you how it really should go. Now he got the $250,000 watch. They don't mention he cashed in the $80,000 watch as a down payment on this watch and that he's supposed to continue payments on the watch. So he didn't steal the watch out of the store, the way they make it sound like he was a common criminal. He put down an $80,000 deposit on the watch. He was supposed to continue with payments on this Richard Mille watch. The store claims they did not get the watch back from him. They did not get in contact with him about the watch. He didn't make any more payments on the watch. Like, this was his intentions all along, is what the store did, and they decided to press charges. And if they want to be accurate, he was not handpicked by 50 Cent. He was handpicked by Big Meech. He was determined that his son was going to play him. And 50 put him in acting classes. So he wasn't handpicked by 50 Cent. Now, here's another thing that many people may not know. This happened on March the 14th. March the 14th. Why is TMZ choosing today to put this out to the world when it happened on March the 14th? They want to humiliate the black man because they don't know what really went on. And rather than get the facts, they pushed all this narrative and chose the fact that he was handpicked by 50 Cent. They want to try to make this man look obsolete. Hit the like button, good people. Even if y'all don't donate to the page, it's all good. Hit the like button, that's free. This was in March the 14th. He's already been out on bail down in Miami-Dade County. But organized fraud? How is it organized fraud? Did they ever think that maybe he was filming? Maybe he didn't get the notification. Maybe he didn't get the bill. Maybe his assistant or the person who's in charge of making the payments didn't get it. All of these things could have happened that could easily be cleared up. But why today? 2 months later, TMZ want to bring it up. Now, I don't want to bring their name up because this isn't their situation, but there have been many white actors that we've seen in television, that we've seen in movies, that have went in the stores, got jewelry, and didn't make their payments. They were not charged with grand theft. They were not arrested. They took care of the matter privately. They didn't say this is organized fraud. Some of these players have cashed in their Super Bowl rings just for the money. Yeah, they Super Bowl ring. And you know what they cashed it in for? So they can get the money to throw a party. Because they had some other people coming in around, so they want to entertain their friends. And they wasn't living like that no more. So they pawned in a Super Bowl ring to come in and get money to throw a party, to show people they were still living good. I can't kid. I'm not kidding with you. This game is a mess. It's crazy out here in these streets. It's that messed up out here. It's a mentality. Oh, they didn't care. They didn't. TMZ is doing what someone told them to do. They was told to put this stuff out now. Whoever told them to put it out told them to release it now. But they put it in with such a slight, leaving out facts, and it just doesn't make a sense. But like I'm saying, you've seen white actors get away with this. Completely have done this. Countless times. And nothing has happened. I'm not going to throw their name into it because I don't want to be throwing their name in there and they ain't really do nothing. They ain't had nothing to do with it, with what's going on now. But we all know. White television actors have done this. You can look it up and find it out. It's out there. But they've done this. And what do? They handle it quietly. There is no perk walk. There ain't no arrests. There ain't no situations. They go and do their proper investigations and all of these different things. So I guess they sent in a letter saying that he was supposed to return the watch back. And he didn't return the watch back. Now, I don't know if there's been any other correspondence with him and them. But we haven't seen it. But the way TMZ reported it was on a slant. They made you think this was all going down right now. Of course. This was back in March. And this when he got bailed out of jail. They had fun, the cast over here, making fun of the situation or making light of it after he got bonded out.
We just bailed, man, because we gotta finish season 3. So we gotta finish season 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the bail was like what, 1.2 million?
No, it was like 1.4.
1.4, yeah.
My boy got me out for my brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm
I gotta worry about that.
Exactly. You know, we had that shit with cash. It was tough.
So as you can see, that's what they report. Busted for stealing. Don't tell you that the man did not. They made it look like he walked in there and stole the damn watch. Not knowing he went and put down another watch that was worth $80,000 in its place. That's why he already had $80,000 off. And he was like, that was his deposit on the $250,000 Richard Mille watch. Where is the organized theft? Look, I've tried to tell people not to buy jewelry, period. Don't buy jewelry. It's not worth it. It isn't. It's not worth it. In the end, I was jeweled out when I was young. I wanted to get jeweled up too. I had everything. I had the 40-inch gold link, $ ring with the diamonds on the inside. Dude, I had it all. One, because I came from nothing. So when you come from nothing, or you didn't come from having anything, when you first start getting money, you're gonna want to buy stuff for yourself. You know, you like, man, I want that 40-inch gold chain. I got the money. I'm gonna go get that. But when you get older, you realize the silliness of it. So it's hard for me to tell somebody, hey man, don't go get jewelry. Yeah, it's true. You don't really need the jewelry at all. I mean, they're just clowning. You know, they basically doing their characters. From the BMF series. But no, I don't think that was his bail. I don't think he went and bailed him out and all that. You know, they took care of it, but I'm quite sure they weren't the ones who bailed him out. Owning or renting property, it all depends on the situation of the property. What are you using the property for? Do you have a business? Is the property actually going to be used as a basically a business? How long are you planning on staying? There's so many conditions that come along with that. So it depends on your situation. Well, you don't need jewelry, period. It's people that wear beads. They good. You know, me, I'm just like, I ain't gotten to the point where I don't need it no more. Women wear jewelry because they want to impress and show off to men. Men used to wear jewelry to show superiority. Like, even in Egypt, if they wore their gold, that meant that was a heavy statement, and that's why in Egypt, the gold meant something, draped in gold. That meant power to them. That showed them something, but they didn't walk around wearing gold 24/7. They mostly wore copper. The official seal from the Egyptian is always was in copper. Copper was their official message. Like, if you got that, that was their seal. No, because copper is good for your blood. Why do you think they got copper fit socks? It's good for circulation. It's got little fibers of copper in it. The reason why they know that is because in Egypt, all those bands that you see around the arm, those weren't armor. Those things are good for circulation. It keeps the blood flowing through the system better. So it was for circulation. Oh yeah, I talked to Kwame right after the live stream. So yeah, we had a great conversation. That's why you got to go to the Casino for Life Patreon so you can get caught up. Today we got a great video coming up on there. So definitely get up on that. But back to this situation with Meech. Lil Meech got to understand that he's going to be a target because of his father. His father's trying to get out. And, you know, this series is bringing a lot of attention to him. And he's the face of it. When they think of his father, they see him. And the federal government would do anything in their power to tie you into something, to try to tear you down, so they could try to take away the show. The success of the show was something that they didn't anticipate. And now they getting legal money. No, because in the Patreon, they pay for that content. So they pay to get the real, so they going to get the real. It happened, bonded out already. It happened in March. That's what I'm saying. Why are they choosing to do this now when it happened in March? March the 14th. But see, they always want to do that. Exactly what you just said. They always want to do that. They always want to take the black face and make that black man the worst thing you've ever seen in the world. But what they did was basically turn this thing and this situation into promotion for the new season of BMF, which is going to be bigger than season 1.
I just want y'all to know we just bailed my because we gotta finish season 3. So we gotta finish season 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the bail was like what, 1.2 mil?
No, it's like 1.4.
1.4, yeah.
My boy got me out for my brother.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
gotta worry about that.
Exactly. You know, we had that in cash and tucked. I just want y'all to know we just bailed my because we gotta finish season 3. So we gotta finish season 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the bail was like what, 1.2 mil?
No, it's like 1.4.
1.4, yeah.
My boy got me out for my brother.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
gotta worry about that.
Exactly. You know, we had that in cash and tucked.
Now, now you see that, then you start asking yourself, that's what they just put out because TMZ decided to leak it today. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, I had to take Gummy down, you know. But a gummy gonna do what a gummy gonna do. Nobody worth mentioning. I mean, the thing is that how far would BMF have went? As far as the music game, did they have Fabulous? They had, I don't know. That's hard to say, but if they were a record label and actually was putting out their own artists and how far they would have made it, I don't know. Because they didn't need the money from record sales. You know, it was mostly helping everybody else. I'll tell you this much. If the BMF was selfish, they probably wouldn't even been in the situation they got in. They would have probably never been caught. That's real talk. If they were selfish, they probably would have never been caught. This is stupid. Well, you got to realize, you got to understand the case. He went in to purchase a watch that cost $250,000. He gives them a watch for $80,000 deposit. The watch he turned in was, I think, a Rolex or something. Don't quote me on it, but it was worth around $80,000. So he had $80,000 credit, and he had the watch, and was out the store. They tried to contact with him. I guess he didn't make any more payments on the watch, or however it was, or they couldn't get in contact with him. So then they said, well, you have to return the watch. That didn't happen. So now they charge him to get him arrested for grand theft, fraud, and all this other stuff they trying to say. Organized fraud, grand theft. You know, they went extra with the charge. Something they would have never done to any of these teeny bopper actors who have done something even worse. It's never happened to them. Man, I'm gonna say the name. Screw it. I don't want to do that, but F it. Well, just for general, Winona Ryder, Amanda Bynes. You know, I don't want to be throwing these people names out. They have nothing to do with this. But I'm just saying, let's stop. Let's stop and let's go over the reality of this. They never got the attention like this. They handle these things quietly and they would put away. There's a lot more where that came from. They were never put out like that. For somebody who, they made it sound as if he went in there and stole a $250,000 watch. Like, how stupid would he have to be to walk in a place where everybody knows him? Like, knows that he's coming in a place of a luxury place. He's going to get a $250,000 watch. You give you a watch that's worth $80,000. You give him the watch. How is he going to get a $250,000 watch and just walk out of there? This happened in March 14th. Why is TMZ, why is everybody running the story today? On the 18th of May. 2 months ago. He was charged and released on March 14th. Thanks, Greta Lee. Tell them to get them likes up. Subscribe to the page if you're new here. And this is all without them sharing the video, too. That's what's crazy. They ain't even shared the video. Yeah, C-Mac. I mean, I see you. But there's others that are male that have done the same thing. But I'm just trying to say, in general, they never did that with them. You wouldn't even know, most of these people, you wouldn't even have known about it if I didn't say anything. There's stuff that ain't been reported about them. From Joey Lawrence. There's nothing my love can't fix for you, baby. But I don't want to do that because they ain't got nothing to do with this. It just makes no sense to me that this would even be the case. It really, really is disappointing. You said Gig's criminal record was high. Well, a lot of people criminal records is going to be high. It's just that the general public usually don't know those people enough to get involved to do anything. So what's it to them? What you mean, what would 50 Cent do? What do 50 Cent need to do in this situation? Why would 50 Cent need to do something? I don't get it. That's kind of crazy. Because it's a black man that they seen on BMF. Is actually good promotion for the show. But it's a negative look and it's a targeted attack, and somebody is basically paying for this, basically, to be leaked out. Because now it goes along with the image of Meech. But it's just another negative look on us that we really don't need. Show's a good show. If it had a bigger budget, like the casting is great. They did a great job casting this show. I don't know what other people were thinking that they were gonna like receive or get out of it or any of this. Like I told you, I was just gonna give y'all the facts. When you hit people with facts, they don't know how to respond. I wouldn't throw that on 50 Cent. He's the creator and executive producer. So it's not like he's just getting a small check or whatever. This is a bigger investment down the road. If the show is successful, which it's already starting off to be successful, this leads to a bigger venture. 50 don't have to rap anymore. He ain't got to make records and go nowhere. He's done that. He's in the next element of his life. But for Demetrius, who's playing his father, who looks like his father, to the federal government, they don't like you. There's plenty of professional police officers out there that see basketball players or NFL players, and they're buying all these things. They got these cars, jewelry. They work their butts off to get it. They don't like you. Ain't nothing for them to plant a gun on you, throw something on you, because they feel, man, I work every day. This dude walk around here playing because he play ball. Look at him coming back around here. You can't be in the neighborhood like that. They've been implant some drugs on you, a gun on you, get you a case, a speeding ticket, just out of jealousy. Oh, cops can't be jealous? I've seen that happen, brother. Man getting a case with the cops just because he's an athlete. Then you see what happened to Thabo Cephalosha? They injured that man's legs right before the playoffs in New York. The cops being extra with him. Who had no weapon, was no threat. NBA basketball players aren't thugs. I'm sorry. Sorry to break that news to you. They're not thugs. Not once did I say anything about thugs. Some cops are jealous. That is true. Some cops are jealous of people. And you got to understand that when you're a professional athlete, you can have money and all this jewelry and all these nice cars. and they got to go home to they they little bitty house and everything else out there, and they like, man, and you coming over there making them look small. They'll do something like that. Some of them will. They'll harass you to try to show you, like, yeah, you got all this money, but I got power over you. I'm the police. They'll do that. Damn right they will. And if you believe it can't be me, won't happen to me, it will happen to you. I don't know what in the world you talking about. That's right. Get the likes up. Shouts out to Queen Regina, man, for coming by, blessing the channel. We explained how he got charged with theft because he went there to purchase the watch. He put down a down payment of $80,000 with another watch, so that was credit enough for them to take the watch out of the store. But he had to continue making payments on the watch, which they claim he never did. Then he was supposed to return the watch, which he never did. Apparently, allegedly, he never did. So we don't know anything besides that. This happened in March the 14th. He was bonded out. The minute he was arrested, he bonded out. So there shouldn't have been any problems. There shouldn't have been any problems. Like, they could have taken care of this situation. Why did TMZ decide like now is the time to drop the story on what happened? Unless they're using this for promotion for BMF or something. I just don't get it. No, it just sounds like some extra stuff to try to humiliate him or something. Like, I just don't get it. It's like no need to even go that route. So I just don't want him to mess up his future because he got a future in acting. So all he has to do is like stay with his future. I mean, these series is gonna open the door for him. He can probably get other roles and other things in development. So you want to stay with what you're doing. Now, don't let these people trick you off the streets. These people in Miami, these PD, they don't like none of these rappers and athletes. They think all of them criminals, and they just getting away with it. Can't trust none of it. You gotta always be on your P's and Q's. Because these people be coming, man. They coming for you. You gotta understand that and understand that this is a privileged position you're in. So in this privileged position comes responsibility. I don't think he'll see any time from this. Well, I know it's just retarded, the charges that they put up there. So when you start seeing stuff like that, you just say to yourself, well, damn, what else do they want? Oh, we talk about YBE on Patreon. But I got to get out of here because I got to get ready for the game and I got to get ready for the video on the Patreon. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully y'all subscribe to the page. Y'all hit the notification bell. And hopefully next time y'all can super chat. Or hit my Cash App up, which is Carcito. Or you can hit the thanks button at the end. I'm out.